guys, how's it going? So I'm going to give you a tour of my High Top Express. And this is the final tour you will see because it has been sold. Before I get to the tour, just a few words. The buyers are, it was an interesting thing. I always am curious as to what makes people do the things they do. The buyers had a mechanic inspect it, and that was fine with me. But they never actually did anything themselves. The guy who's buying it, and his wife, I guess, they didn't drive it themselves. They didn't look at the oil. They didn't look at the radiator fluid, coolant. They didn't check the transmission. They left it all to the mechanic. I know that I'm not like an expert in mechanical things, but I do know the very basics. And for me, if I'm spending that kind of money, I'm not going to trust the mechanic to do that stuff and just say, okay, like for example, driving it. You're not going to drive it first before you spend thousands of dollars. But anyway, that's the way they ruled, and that was fine. You know, that was their choice. The lady, the woman, really, she was gunning for it because of all the pine. So they had looked at a number of different vehicles, camper vans and cargo vans, and anything within the price range was like from the early 80s, and they weren't really interested in a pretty worn out vehicle. Yeah, and they didn't really want a cargo van. They wanted the high top. So I'm happy for them, and I hope the van does them well. I'm kind of sad to see it go. It was a good van, and I enjoyed it. All right, here is the final tour of my Chevy Express high top van. Here is the front closet. I had some bass cabinets in here, bass guitar speakers. So that's what I did with it, but you could easily put hanging dowel rod thingy there for hanging space. And this took well over 500 hours of work in terms of building all this tongue and groove pine. The bed is about a queen size, 70 by 48, I think. Not sure. And it includes a 1-burner stove. So this whole counter area is made out of pure bond maple plywood, which means there's no formaldehyde in the glue. And all the drawers and everything are made from the same sheet of plywood. So it's much healthier to breathe that in. And that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do tongue and groove, is because it's just pure wood and there's no chemicals in it. There's like, I never did anything to the ceiling, but in the walls I put extra insulation, so there's like R11 in the walls, I think, now. And this is where my heater used to go, and this is where the propane tank was. What? I can still take that sandpaper. I need that. Yeah, it's not the good stuff that I thought it was, but I'll take it. And this is where the propane hose goes. That was a good idea. And under here, I drilled a hole, and I have a spot with the water, and like so. So you can fill that, I think that's like an 8-liter container of water. And it never spills, never splashes, really easy. And this is just screwed. I put these little aluminum pieces into the desk thing so it can easily take that off. This van includes a 100-watt solar panel, flexible, with a solar charge controller. There's no house battery in it right now, so I can't turn the lights on. But there is the one and only light up there. And here's the fan that doesn't work. Yeah. And I intended originally to put like storage all up on top of here, like cupboards, but honestly, I really didn't need the room and I never bothered. Here is a window thing that I made for extra light. I can take the Reflectix out of the window, open this and get extra light. And I used a desk white cover thing I got from IKEA, just to give it a bit more of a opaque thing. Not perfect, but the windows got tint on it anyway. And all the doors are insulated with I don't know how many layers of insulation. It's like at least R10. And we got a nice little lock here. And then for this one I have a little pull thing where you pull this down and it opens this lever. Doors are sticking a bit. And that opens that. So, the floor is made out of Belgian high quality laminate. And it's not the super cheap stuff, it's good quality stuff. And I'm throwing the cooler in with it and the 10-liter water container. And these drawers are really hard to make, and I'll never make drawers again. Got some LED lights in there. Throwing in with a sail. A couple handles in case they want to go crazy. Up in here we have another big storage area. Problem is this area up here was leaking, so it smells a little bit moldy in here, so I'd probably need to bleach that out. And I used hemp oil on the parts of the van that I coated, and I have mixed feelings with the hemp oil. It's non-toxic and it's really good that way, but I didn't have a lot of success cleaning it, so maybe I was using the wrong products or something. But get in there, you. And this is an example of the quality wood I use. This is a cedar piece of 2x4. This is not just junk. It costs like $10 just for this 2x4. Spent well over 500 hours. I'm guessing in excess of $1,000 building this thing. But it's going to the new owner soon. So thank you very much, High Top Express. I bid you a fond farewell. Just a little loving. Well, this is my last time in this van. They bought it, so I'm just waiting for them to come back. They went to get the money and some insurance stuff. Better turn this down before the YouTube people get me. So, goodbye, Express van. What a strange and wondrous journey it has been. So the story is, I got someone looking at my van, the Express, and they hired a mechanic to look it over. I can't see what he's doing, but he's doing all kinds of weird stuff. He's shaking the wheels. Took him for a test drive. He was gone for like 10 minutes. Oh, there he is. Green jacket. What you doing to my van, buddy? Don't wreck it. See, he doesn't care. Like, what's this? What happens if he wrecks something? How does that work for insurance? It got me a little concerned. Now he's got the tire off. Trying to zoom in for you. I assume he's just checking the brakes, but honestly, I don't really know much about it. So some of you probably saying, how much did he sell it for anyway? Well, I sold it for $7,300. I had it in for like $8,300, and yes, I did drastically reduce the price. I knew that was probably going to happen. My bottom line that I would not go below was 7,000, so I got 300 more than my bottom line. The reason why I went so low is because having that mechanic did help him ascertain some issues that the van had. The brakes needed some major work, and the shocks apparently needed to be replaced. And I know the tires were all in need of replacement. So that would be well over $1,000 to fix all that. So if I told them, no way, I'm not going to go to 7,300, then there's a chance I would be stuck with a van and having to get all this stuff fixed, which would mean hassle, which would mean a lot more than $1,000 for brakes, shocks, and 4 tires, especially in Canadian prices, of course. So there you go, guys. Tour of the express van, which has now been sold. I don't really get attached to material possessions. I think the thing I'm attached to the most is probably my bass guitar, and just because it's a very unique instrument. If I lost my phone, my Note 4, I really like my phone a lot, I would get another Galaxy Note, maybe 5, I don't know. Definitely not 7. Anyway, so there you have it. The van is gone, and I'm free of that burden. I'm very happy to have it sold. It was it's just kind of hard mentally just to have something sitting there that I know that money is $100 a month, $130 a month of insurance is just out the window for every month that it's out there. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good night.